Hey guys, Aiden here, and today I'm going to show you how to rig soft plastics for jigs, chatterbaits, for bass fishing, and how I rig them, and possibly I could show you how to rig them for anything else you catch if you aren't specifically going for bass. So let's get started. All right. So first, let's and today Isaiah is not with me. He is busy today. And today is also another really hot day, but luckily it's in the morning and it's really windy out, so it will, well, it's not super windy, but it's a good wind out of the east. And unfortunately, guys, I won't be able to take a video out in the boat until probably Saturday. Like a lot going on, and that's pretty much it. I got a lot to do over the next couple of days until Saturday, and Saturday is probably my one free day to get out on the water for a couple of hours and try to catch some fish. So, yeah, I got all my soft plastics here, all of my power bait soft plastic, and then we're not going to use the golf because that's mostly for different species. So we got our soft plastics. Now, I really like these Berkeley Chigger Craws. I love them. They're really good. Now this is a 4-inch 10. This is the 4-10-inch, 4-inch 10 centimeter. And it's the Chigger Craw. I like the Chigger Craws better than the Chigger Chunks. Just for this system, because this system's got a lot of crawfish. And when I go to leech, like, that's a lot of crawfish. You could just hop in the water on the beach and catch like 20 crawfish. This is the 3-inch 10, or not 3-inch 10, 3-inch 8 centimeters. Chigger Craw. That is a black-red fleck. That is a watermelon candy. Then this is for when I'm rigging, like how I showed you guys the other day with this weighted weedless hook. I'll use this now. This is the big one. This is the 10-inch, 25 centimeter ones. And I like this for behind jigs, especially with my white ones. This works really good. This is the pink shine 3.5 inches and 9 centimeters. I like the action on these things, doing this. And then also I like using these rivet worms for like jig, not jig. I like using them for football jigs. Now this is a 4-inch 4-inch 10 centimeter. I can't say anything. And then this is for all of my jigs. It's this Havoc Fatty Craw. It's a, I don't know how to pronounce that, but if you guys can see that. It's a Kobe Craw or whatever. It's like a blue fleck, kind of. It's like a green with a blue fleck. And it is 4 inches, 10 centimeters long. So, let's get started with all of the rigging. Okay, so let's just set it on its base here. There, okay. So, with this rigging, I'm going to rig some of these stuff. I already got this. Now, yeah, here's an example. Now, this is what I like. I like this. These kind of jigs with that ripple craw, or the ripple shad on it, that pink one right here that I showed you. Yeah. I like putting that on my white jigs. It looks really nice. It looks more natural to the color of that. Now, like on this one, on some of my baits they come with trailers. This one I haven't taken off because I just opened this one out of the box the other day. So I'll probably end up taking that out. And now this one, I love this trailer. It's got it. it's got so much action to it, but I don't think you can buy them. You have to buy them on the jigs. So, but this thing has got so much action to it from all of those things. You look at that. I love it, and it looks really good too. It's kind of like that actually. And this is my like pink. This is a pink white, and I'd say maybe like a gold brown ish jig. I had a blue one like this, but it got cut off, and it was blue. Now I kind of like to match the color schemes. So with these like green pumpkin ones, I have the green pumpkin fleck, and then I have the green like brown black green pumpkin swim jig in there, and then this one does not have a trailer on it. Okay, so here we go. Let's put our Chicken Craw watermelon candy. Let's put the big ones on here. So let's take one out. All right, now these are actually pretty big. They might not look that big in my hands because I got really big hands for my age. And I mean really big, like they're 7 inches long. So, so that's how big they are. Now, that's probably a lot bigger than most of your that's probably going to be a lot bigger than most of you guys' hands because I have huge hands. Okay, I got huge feet too. If you want to see them on my feet. Okay, so it's pretty now with these big Chicken Craws. Now sometimes, if I want the chicken chunks, because the chicken chunks work good too. Now if I'm in a different system like this lake, it's pretty good for both. I mean, except I use the Chicken Craws because they're a lot easier to find. The chicken chunks are way harder to find. But I'm gonna show you guys what I do when I am cutting like how I kind of make a chicken chunk, okay? Or how you can make a chicken chunk. Now I got my knife right here, okay? And I'm just now you don't really need a knife, right? So I mean you don't need to use a knife. If you don't, you can just pull them off like that. See, nice and easy. And then pull this other one off on this side. Now, if there's any left, you can cut that one off with the knife. Okay, and now, sorry, the camera's kind of falling down because I'm trying to do all this with one hand. Okay. Now, yep. Now you guys can see it. It's looking more and more like a chicken chunk. If you know what a chicken chunk looks like, it's looking a lot more like a chicken chunk. Alright, so now you see that right there, those two little lines. I mean, I like cutting those off when I'm fishing because I like the action without those on. Okay, I think it looks a lot better than with them on. Because they're both doing the same. I kind of like them doing separate actions. So, okay, so now we just have all that left, and we're gonna cut that off right there. Okay. We are gonna cut that little piece that I missed. Okay. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Cut that off. Now you kind of want to make it all nice and straight. There. Okay. Now we're gonna do that. Okay, now you kind of want it straight and not the curve how you see on this one. Hold on. Let me get these out of the way. Okay, so I like them straight up. We're just gonna cut those ones off like that, like so, and then we're gonna cut these corners off on both sides. Okay, and we're gonna cut that little part off. So kind of till they're rounded. So like that. Now I can do a lot better job at this, guys, but it's a lot trickier with one hand. And the cameraman is not here. Okay. There we go. So I'm just gonna cut all of that off. Now when you've done one side, you don't have to do as much. You can kind of just level it out. So I'm gonna cut that much off this time. I'm gonna go like this, like that, then like that. Alright, and then we're gonna cut that little bit. And now you guys know the eyes. You can leave them on, it's not gonna make very much of a difference, but I am just gonna take them off to show you guys. So there goes one. Now I do this with my fingers. There goes two. Right there. Alright, there you go. Here we go. Now it's not the best job that I can do because I've only got one hand right now, but that's pretty much what a chigger chunk would look like, except without the little lines in there that makes it look like a crawfish's, like a crawfish belly, or like, like the shell. Okay, so now we are gonna get our jig. I'm gonna put this camera back. Now, I'm putting some of my soft plastics under this thing to kind of prop it up there. Alright, so it's pretty much putting it on like a regular one, except here, I'll just show you guys instead of saying all of it. We are just gonna, now since this one is bigger than a regular, and this is actually a pretty small jig. I think it's like 3/4 ounce jig. I like putting these big ones on these smaller jigs. Okay. Now you see how it's sideways. On there. Yeah, the jig head is that way. Well, yeah, we want it sideways. Now when you're flipping, because this is a flipping jig right here. Now I like going sideways with these jigs. Okay, it's a lot easier with the technique for flipping when you're going, because most of the time you're like this, and you want that fish when you're flipping to see it from the side. Now with the swim jig, it's gonna go back and forth. So you want it straight, but with the swim jig, you're only gonna pretty much go straight. So you kind of want it on the side like that. Okay. So, now with these weedless things, you can cut them off. Sometimes I'll cut them off, and sometimes if there is a longer piece of thing on this, and I'll cut that off to make them all even, all of the hair. I'll cut that off to make it all even, and then look at how good those colors blend. Now you can see there's little green specks in the hair in there, and then those specks in the watermelon candy go pretty good with that. Now that is how I rig all of my flipping jigs. Now with my regular jigs, I have them. Well, and also with the flipping ones, it depends on what kind of trailer you are putting on. Okay, whether which you go from the side to front or having it backwards. Okay, I'm just cleaning my surface off right now. But so with all that being said and done, we can